Hey everyone, it's Cindy, and I'm working again on this journal, Better Homes and Garden, new garden book, and I'm working a couple more pages. I had found this masterboard piece, I guess you would call it, that I had cut out, and I was thinking maybe it'd make a great belly band. So I looked, and I had this little piece from an encyclopedia. Thought I might put it on there. If I do that, and I also found in my basket, because I just put it there a couple of days ago from the thrift store, are these two appliques. So I was thinking maybe I put the applique on there. If I do that, then I wouldn't put this on there. And this is nice because it matches that blue writing up there. So we'll just see what we can find. There's some old tape. Yeah, I'll never find it again. We put it over here. This one's still sticky. Okay. Anyway, so these have got to be fairly old. There is a barcode, so they're not that terribly old. But anyway, let's see what we can do see what that looks like. We'll decide which we want. So here is what it will look like on the page. And I picked some pink laces maybe to go on it a little bit. So, you know, I don't know how much we want. Probably not that much. So anyway, pulled a few. Just ones I thought, oh, that might work. So, okay, let's get one of these off. Without ripping it. Okay. Stuck on there pretty good. Okay, now, so I could put that there. And then either that or this. And I don't think, you know, both just would be too much, I think. So, okay. Either one of the two. And then I was thinking right here where this yellow flower's at. Let's see if I can knock it down a little bit so it's not quite so bright. Label. So I had pulled my label thing so I can get it to it easily. And it is definitely a gator mouth because I've got everything from things I've stamped to ones I purchased to these old gummy Denison labels I found, and I have noticed these round ones, so I thought maybe one of these, and this is just a stamp I've had forever, maybe that round label there and one of these two things on it as well. So okay, put this over here. Okay, I'm moving it. I gotta have it right in front of me. It's too far away from me. So let's move it over here. And if we do that, I like that. I like that pretty good. Now this, it's a whole different feel. I still think I like this one better. So I just like the paper look better. So, okay, I'm gonna ink that up a little bit. And I hadn't thought about putting the pink lace on yet, so let's try that out before we glue anything down. That may change my mind about which one of these I want. Okay, so that's just a little bit. Okay, pink lace. So I have this, which is real stiff, and I don't think it does a whole lot. I was thinking this at the top. Okay. Because, here's what I should have done. Move the book. Okay, just move the book. And you can still work on the white paper. Okay. So what I was thinking was, this doesn't quite meet the whole page. So if I scoot this down, or actually, let's do it up. My thought was, see, I'm jumping ahead. Oh, my brain doesn't keep up. Or my mouth doesn't keep up with my brain. I was thinking this at the top maybe. But then if I scooted it up, it could be at the bottom and poke out the bottom of the page. So that's what I was thinking about that. I have some rickrack. I think it's going to be too small. Some pink lace. I think it's going to be too little. So and some real gathered up lace too. I still think I like this better. Now, oh gosh, the question. Top or bottom? Top or bottom? It might be better at the top because there is that pink flower there. Okay, we're going to go with that. I'm cutting it there. Okay, so last thing to glue on is that. Now, we're not using the applique yet, but I'll put it there with all the flowers. Maybe I'll find it when I want it. Okay, let's get these things glued down. I bought this stamp years and years and years ago during, you know, all of the scrapbooking era because it was lined for journaling. So that's how old it is, probably close to 20 years, if not more. Okay. All right, so I feel like I've been decorating pages and not been thinking about, you know, places for tags and journaling cards. So it's nice to have this belly band in place so that we definitely can put some tags, journaling cards behind it. I put in quite a bit of glue because this is a pretty hefty little piece of paper here. Try to center it, sort of. I don't know if that's straight or not. You guys can probably tell better than me if it's straight. Okay, and then we'll just glue this at the top. I'll have this done. I don't know what this has or right. That's the right side, I think. Just a little fringe at the top. Okay. I don't think I'll glue it down. We'll see how it does. Okay. Just a collage belly band. Could it use more stuff on it? Possibly. I found these. Let me just go ahead and trim it if these scissors will do it. I was at the thrift store. I just have the best thrift store near me. I just can't tell you guys how good it is. Anytime I go, I'm going to find something, whether it's books or fabric or trims or something. You know, one time I found, like, I don't know how many I bought, packages of unopened trims. And anyway, I found this fabric for 25 cents. It had all these pink pine trees on them. So I thought, you know, for 25 cents, I've got a bunch of appliques. Now, where am I going to put a bunch of pink palm trees? Who knows? But so I just roughly cut them out of the fabric because I didn't want that trunk to get too damaged. Okay. I mean, I could just put it right there just as a little something. Is that too much? Is there any such thing? I like it better than I like the trim. I'm not liking that trim now that I look at it, so let's just don't look at it. Let's glue this down and say, okay, this one is overkill. There's a house down the road from us. Across the street, it's a house that's got every sort of thing you can imagine. Dogs, chickens, kayaks, grills, everything, four-wheelers, all that stuff, just all over their yards. And then across the street is the guy that's got the pristine yard, you know, with the flowers and the flower pots and everything's trimmed and everything's weed-eated and great. So, but he's, oh, I hope this isn't in the way again. But my brother-in-law called it the house of overkill. Too much nice stuff. So anyway, nothing that. Making fun of the neighbors. Okay, next thing I had, I moved it out of the way. I had shown this too. At the end of the last video, I found this in the basket. It is a notepad and great writing on it. It's got the purple grapes on it. So I thought I would put it on the back of a page from the binder. And this is the one I had originally picked because it was just the next in the stack. But I found that one. I thought that's so pretty. I'll leave that on that side. And then on this side, I found this purple digital, which I thought might go with the purple grapes fairly well, except it's not tall enough to cover the whole thing. So I'm not sure that matters. And let's see. I should have had that white cut off. This is from the same digitals that I've been talking about all along, and my computer's busy, or I was going to check it before I started filming again, but my computer's busy, so best not to mess it up. When I find out who it is, I will definitely put her in the description box from all of these videos, because I've used her digitals on just about most of them. My blade is dull and it doesn't want to cut this paper, so that's okay. Just give me a few lines and I can cut it myself. Keep it straight. that's right side up, so we don't need to cut that other line off. We're just going to cover the paper. Alright, too many book pages out. These are just the ones I pulled out to make room for the, I can open and close that, the clips. And that's the one I didn't want. Make sure that's the one I do want. Okay, so settle down a little bit. I'm just going to cover, I can cover all of it, but some of the top and bottom. So that gives you a border. You go right there if you wanted to, and then put that in the middle. That's what we're going to try. Okay, so I'm not one of these that, I guess I could tear it. Hey, I got a ruler. I started to say I'm not one of these that measures it and then tries to get it to fit, but I usually glue it then cut it off. But that's a whole lot of glue. I can overshoot. So, okay. Pretty scrap. Now, probably the glue stick will work, but I want it to stay forever, so I'm going to use this. Okay. And I had a thought about, it's not real straight, is it? It's gonna have to do. Did I get it upside down? No, I don't think so. Kind of hard to tell with someone's writing. My thought was, why don't I put this on as a belly band as well? Now these pages I'm working on aren't necessarily going to be in the order I'm doing them in the book. So I think it's sturdy enough it could handle it. So we're going to try it. Let me ink the edges a little bit so it doesn't get quite so lost on the purple. I like busy pattern. It doesn't bother me to have one busy pattern on top of another one. Kind of like that. So what we have here. Okay, so belly band. Think belly band. All right. Just kind of center it in the middle of that. Okay, so now I got to repunch the holes. Oops, I need to trim too. Shows you how I didn't tear it anywhere close to straight. Okay. And my whole bunch right here. Always want to be stubborn. They had some glue on them. Putting this back on the shelf of stuff I've already worked on. Oops, sorry about that. Was my page thing falling. Page weight. Oops, upside down. Okay. So, okay. Now, I thought we'd grab some stuff out of the basket and see what we can find. So, let's grab a bunch of this. Might as well move these out of the way for now. Another notepad. This one says notes. It's got the pretty flowers, so that would be good on a page. And then I have some pockets made out of magazine pages. Not bad, but I wonder what it would look like if we put some of this washi tape over that. Yep, I think it'd be okay. So once again, I'm cheating. I'm putting the glue on the paper. Welcome to my garden. Stop and smell the roses. Yeah, welcome to my garden, stop and smell the roses. Okay, that just makes it not such the writing of the magazine. And we can do the same thing here. So, yeah. But since those words are upside down. Now, I'm not sure I'll use both of these in this journal, but they'll at least be prettier for whichever journal I use them in. All right, get off that paper. I guess I can just bend it around. I didn't get it very straight. Okay, maybe that's a little better. Okay, so that kind of fancies those up a little bit. Just pictures from a magazine that were just too pretty for me to toss. I just couldn't do it. So, yeah. And then here's another picture. It could be put on some paper and made into a pretty big, look at the boy with the gun, the play gun. Can you see him? I guess. Yeah, it could be like a, what do you call it? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Side pocket. We've got this white paper here we could put it on, but maybe we just want that for journaling. Tone it down a little. So I'm not sure if we have it, a page that we haven't. That one maybe. Because we have all this. Okay, I'm going to glue that to some book page, and that way to make it sturdier. And I just happen to have some old book pages here. Maybe I'll do 2 of them. I usually use just glue stick. Bumps. Gotta get it off of here. Oops, I've already got stuck. Usually just use glue stick to stick the book pages together because I usually go back and stitch it. So we'll do that here. Extra, get you out of the way. Okay, okay. Nope, actually I might need that. Let's use that to rub this glue stick on. So it's kind of fun to pull that stuff out of the basket. You just never know what you're going to get, and it's stuff that you put in there that has gotten buried, you know. So, and just too pretty a picture to let go, and from a magazine. And there's a big contrast in here, and I don't think that hurts any. Someone else might, I don't know. Between the shiny magazine and the dull pages of the original book, it just kind of adds to the fun. So anyway, I'm going to cut this out, and I will sew it after it dries. And I might round the corners too and cut out a little divot so people know it's a pocket. And yep. Okay, so stitch around it, cut out the little thing, put it on this. I'm gonna stick it out there so I won't forget it. Okay, let me see how much time I've used up. Ooh, I think it's time to stop for the day, and I'm going to pull more stuff, and we'll see what I can come up with. So I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.